Welcome back, students. My name is Mansoor and I am teaching you how to display crystal reports in ASP.NET. So let's see what we have done so far. We have done these 4 tutorials that we created and configured our dataset. In tutorial 1 and in tutorial 2 we added a blank crystal report and bound that crystal report with the dataset, and then we designed and formatted that crystal report a little bit, and we will do some formatting in this tutorial today. And we added a web form to the project, and now we have a button and a crystal report viewer control on our web form. So now what we are going to do today is to write some C# code behind the button click event we just created in the last tutorial number 4. Alright, so come back to our Visual Studio environment and see we were here in the tutorial number 4, and now we are going to write some code. Okay, so because we are going to deal with the database and we will connect our application to the database of SQL Server, so we need some libraries here. So for SQL client we will type using system.data.sql client. Alright, okay, and okay, just close this, come here, and there is a data type called SQL connection, and let's take a variable called cn. Alright, and now we are going to define a string variable for our connection string. So the variable name should be something meaningful like my connection string, and let's put a null value for the time being, and we will add the real value in the next line. And this green underline is telling you that this variable is assigned, but its value is never used. So don't worry about that, just ignore this and add a value here. So what I will do, just copy it and paste and say that equals, so because it's a string, so will be enclosed in quotation marks and terminated with this semicolon. So what I am going to write between these quotation marks, that I have to define 4 things. Number 1 is data source, that will be the name of the machine or name of the server where our database is. And number next will be the initial catalog. The initial catalog is actually the name of the database, and then the user ID to log into the database and the password. So first let me provide a data source here, which is of course localhost in my case. So I will just type dot here. Dot is equal to localhost, and separate with this semicolon and initial catalog. Initial catalog is the database name, so just my database is TSCS, I showed you earlier. And now the user ID of the database is of course SA, system administrator, and in the last I will provide a password. So my database password is bismillah1. So this is the connection string, and this is the simplest way of defining a connection string. So now what I will do, I will create a new instance of this connection string to be used in the next steps. So the name of the variable is cn, and the new instance is created like new SQL connection, and now it requires a connection string, and my connection string is stored in this variable. So I will provide this variable here like this. A new instance has been created, so now we can open this connection. Just write open. So connection is open now. Now I'd like to provide a command as well, the query. So to store the query, I will take another variable of string type and just name the variable SQL, and store null value for the time being, and now the real value SQL is equal to, see what I am typing, select static from employee. Employee is the table name, and say that we want this in ascending order. So order by the first name should be in ascending order alphabetically. So this is select statement. It will select all columns. Static means all columns from employee table, and then it will be ordered by the column first name. So this is the query, and we will be passing this query to our table adapter. So now see what happens. Next, SQL data adapter, and the variable name should be something meaningful like my DA, means my data adapter, and the new instance of SQL data adapter. And then I'm sorry, we have to provide two things here, and let me show you how can we provide and what are those two things. See, when I type a comma sign here, so after the comma I have to provide this SQL connection, and my SQL connection is stored in this variable cn. So I will provide cn here, and what should be provided in before the comma is the parameter that is required, string select command text, and my command text is here, and this command text is stored in this variable SQL. So I will provide this variable name, and after the comma I have to provide the connection name, which is cn, of course. Alright, so now come to the next line. So the important thing to be noticed is that I have created a connection and to the database, of course, and a connection string has been created, and the connection is open. And after opening the connection, what I have done is to configure a statement, a command statement, and I am telling the table adapter that this command should be executed, and this connection should be used while executing the command. So now the cn can be closed now, because we have got nothing to do with this cn. That's why it is called working with the disconnected databases. So now now we are disconnected with the database because we have provided all the necessary information, and our this SQL data adapter is configured properly. So now what we are going to do is to configure our dataset. You remember we created this dataset emp.xsd in the tutorial number 1. So what we are going to do now, see what I am doing, dataset emp Alright, and I'm creating a new instance of this object, and say the name of the instance should be ds, and new, and in the next line I will fill my DA, which is a SQL adapter, with the data which is in DS. The data is in DS and should be filled in my DA. So see, here I am going to write my DA dot fill, and a parenthesis, and close the parenthesis. Just to show you, I put a comma here, and see, before the comma it requires a data set. See, here it is saying that a data set is required, and our data set is DS, so I will type DS here, and after the comma it says that the string src table, so our table is employee. So in the quotation I will type employee here. Alright, so our data is now filled. Now we have to connect this data to our crystal report. For crystal report stuff, what I have to do, because we are going to use some crystal report library, so first of all, before writing anything about crystal report, we have to add this library using crystal decisions dot crystal reports dot engine, and let's take another one using crystal decisions dot shared. Okay, so you can pause the video at any time and copy this code. So let's go to the end of the code, and I am writing a data type report document. Take this one. This is very important object of crystal report, and say that its name is my rpt, and create the new instance. Alright, in the next line I will load the crystal report here. To do this, I will just type a dot here and take this load method, and in this load method I have to provide the full path of that crystal report. You remember we created this crystal report emp.rpt, and this is a file of crystal report, so we have to provide this file name and path here. So I will type server dot map path, and I will provide the crystal report file name here in quotation mark with the tilde sign and then a slash, and my crystal report name is crystal report emp, and the file extension is rpt. Alright, come to the next line. Okay, there is a typing mistake here, I'm sorry about that. Parenthesis required there. Okay, so try to understand this line, that this is the report document, and this is the file name, and this is the path. Server.map path means wherever in my project this report resides, take me to that part. Alright, so come back. Alright, so next line, we will type my rpt dot and set data source, and in this case the data is in our dataset and the variable for dataset is ds. So what I am going to do is type dataset ds here, and now the data has been brought to my report document. Just one last step is remaining, that we have to show the report. And to show the report, I will just write crystal report viewer control. You remember in our default.aspx file we took this control, and now this is the time to use this control. Now come back to this code, and we are using the same crystal report viewer control, and there is a property ReportSource, and the report source is of course my rpt, this one, because everything was defined here in my rpt here. So these 1, 2, 3 and 4 line of code is enough to display the crystal report to our browser. So let's save it and just play it, and let's see what happens when we click this play button. A local host is being created for us, and it is modifying the web.config file to enable debugging. It's alright, okay. It's taking a little bit time, so don't worry about that. So see here, a local host has been created for us so that we can test our code in the local machine, and the progress is connecting. Alright, and we are expecting to see a show button here. See, we had only one control there. Now I'll click this show button, and my report will be displayed and printed here in the browser. So it is waiting for the local host, and it is gathering the data, and now the report is here. You see there are options for page number. You can go to next page, and you can move to previous page, and you can increase and decrease the size of the view of the report, and you can also print the report from here. There is a print report, and you can find anything on your report if your report is very long and consists of many pages. So searching for a particular text is very easy here. And you see there is a group tree panel here. I'll tell you this group tree panel in some other video, some other tutorial. It's very important. If we have a group and we have to show here some groups, so this is another big topic. So let's hide this panel by closing the group tree here, and we can hide this by through our C# code as well. So students, this is our report, and this report is being displayed with the help of a very small and simplest C# code, and I would like you to continue learning with me, because when I was formatting and designing some options in the crystal report in tutorial number 4, I thought that I will design this crystal report in more visible and more meaningful way in some another tutorial, so that we can design here and we can watch we can design here and we can watch the result in the browser at the same time. Just let me give you a hint what I am talking about. See this gender here and see the browser, that the gender field is showing M here, and I forgot to put the line here. So let me put a line here. Just I told you in tutorial number 4 to how to do this. Just bring a line here. Alright, and save the report and come back to the browser and say that refresh the browser. Alright, resend the data, and you will see that a line will appear here. So see, there is a line comes here. So I would like to tell you the formatting in this manner. Alright, so let's say that the last thing, that there's a letter M here, and in female cases there are letter F here. So in my next video, in my next tutorial of formatting, in which I'll tell you the formatting in detail, I will use the same project, this one, and what I will do, I will tell you how to write male and female instead of just single letter M. So students, I hope you liked my video, and I hope you understand how to display this crystal report by using DataSet in ASP.NET using C#. So see you in next video.